as an attorney who's admitted to the Supreme Court of the United States Bar, it was, I think, decided the right way on the merits of the law under the Equal Protection Clause. So I can be a mature enough adult, and I think those in the Republican Party who share my view are going to have to look at this kind of as a split decision, if you will, on yes, it may be against my faith principles, but on the merits of the law, the court probably reached the right. She's got her hands full. They've got to get him off of Twitter. He has to use better language when he's talking to African Americans. Angela
Do you think
Rye.
he'll listen to her?
Well, I hope so. Angela Rye had it right in your last segment about the way that the Trump campaign is engaging African American voters. It's not good. I get what Kellyanne was trying to say about being moved, that he's outreaching. At least he's trying to say something, I guess, is the way she sees it. But they're going to have to do a lot better than that. They're going to have credible black surrogates. With all due respect, Omarosa being your black outreach director ain't the way to go. So, you know, and I'm not trying to be mean to Omarosa. She's just a reality TV star. She's not a stalwart in the African-American community. She doesn't have the relationships and the street cred to get it done.
Do you think, though, that's so fascinating, do you think when you hear...
But when I say there are two Americas, I mean, there's one America who needs to see footage to believe that this is really what black life in America is, and there's another America who lives it every day.
But to amplify her point, the most astounding thing in the poll to me is that white Americans still largely live unto themselves with people that look like themselves and socialize with people like themselves. I'm not shocked by it because I live a reality as a black woman of what I call, I have a double life. I have to know how to be black, but also deal with white people. I gotta be able to do it. We're still living in the two Americas because one big part of America is not yet caught up with the integration, with the diversity, because they don't have to. We have to.
Do you think it's time the base gets behind Donald Trump here? Because we haven't seen it up until now.
Well, I think the base is behind him. I think the voters are behind him. I think the party is mortified. But in my humble opinion, as someone who's been a Republican a really long time, and I used to be a former House Committee counsel, just for your listeners and your viewers, I think that the seeds were sown long ago that has reaped the harvest called Donald Trump. And I think the Republican Party has to come to grips with the fact that it has a real situation brewing here when it has to come back to the center in the election season, because elections are won in the middle. They're not won on the fringes. They're just not.
It's an interesting take. The seed was...
One of Donald Trump's sons facing mega backlash today for an analogy he used, essentially comparing Syrian refugees to Skittles, the candy, all because of this tweet. The caption, he writes, "If I had a bowl of Skittles and I told you just 3 would kill you, would you take a handful? That's our Syrian refugee problem." Bottom line, this is comparing candy to humans.
Yeah.
Brooke, I mean, that's what he was doing at all. I really don't.
Well, he was.
Sophia.
Brooke, he was. He put a picture of Skittles. He absolutely made the analogy that if you bring over a group of Syrian refugees and a few of them might be terrorists or bad people, would you take in the whole group? That's the analogy. Come on, Kelly, you got at some point you guys got to get honest. It absolutely is it. He put the picture on. And I'm a lifelong Republican, and I am going to vote for Hillary Clinton like George Herbert Walker Bush and many other Republicans because of stuff just like this.